Hello, fans of BS. That's otherwise known as Captain Beth Santini and the Shady Lady. Well, the Shady Lady is getting ready to come out of the shade of doing so much devious stuff. We are going to be without a major faction that views us in a negative light. There's a contact here, a princess who gives pardons. And it's been my general experience that all they need is a 25 or 30 influence. She's got 40 or 48 influence. Anyway, I think she can give us a pardon. And I definitely think with our 1.3 million credits, we can afford it. When our negative rating was down to negative 250, it was about a 500,000 credits. So let's just say she's going to charge us 300,000, even with the discount from our diplomat corps. We've got the money. And then we'll see if we can get into anything that, I don't know, might get us an edict with Steel Song. What else is go? How did we get down to 162? Because we were stuck at 212. Well, we did just about all of the plague missions and got credit for it. There's one for like a plague aftermath that still has to be done, but we've got an archaeologist researcher in our passenger quarters, so we don't really have the ability to take that person on yet. But if we did, we would, of course. Anyway, so that's what's going on. It is now 250, 251. I think it was 240. No, it wasn't 244. We'll say 249 when I last saw y'all. Anyway, so that's what's happening, and we're going to go get our pardon. Well, we have the chance. Sure enough, she only needs 25 influence. And sure enough, with our 21% discount, our payment is 329,000 credits. 329.2. We can do that. There you go. Miracle of miracles. Making anybody keep up with freelance Star Trader ships who's saying this the Shady Lady will never get right with Steel Song. Well, it happened. So you know what that means. If they're atheists or agnostics, hey, it might make them say there is a God. So that's what's going on. Now, let's see what we can do about the whole Steel Song, and we need an edict. I mean, I want to know if anybody that's offering an edict will. There you have it. Accept intel. Not that spying is what we do best or anything, but it kind of is. So we're going to take a detour then. Instead of do fractured faction, we're gonna scoot on over to Hyperion and try to get us those edicts with the intel we have. Shortcuts to edicts first. Oh yeah. That's what we're doing. Shortcuts to edicts first. Oh, and there's still a handful of places uh, that have infections with the pox, and so I'm carrying these 10 advanced medicines in case we run into that. Just so you all know. Ah, here we go. Today is a day of days, the kind of day when the spice crystal doesn't crack, when the void's light glints on every edge. Seeing you and your crew touch down in my starport, I knew it was a match well made. Greetings from the void. You think we have some fated meeting? Not fated, but lucky. I know luck. I'm a gambler of the first class. That means I know exactly what game to play and when to take home the big pot. You were making bets on who would land in your starport today? I like your sass, officer. But obviously not. That would be a low value wager. Instead, I was hoping to meet a captain with bravery running in their veins. Someone interested in high value wagers. You look like you might be the one. Strong. A female calling a female strapping? I don't get it, but okay. Unless she's Wonder Woman and lives with Amazons, but whatever. Are used to. Ready to take on anything. It sounds like something we might be interested in, but we don't take on just anything without details. The starport floor isn't the place to chat about these kind of things. Come visit me in my offices when you're ready. Anyway, well, tell you what. We will be ready, but let's go see the High Princess first. We got intel to drop off, things to do. Now, what's her edict situation? Well, she can sell us at least one and maybe two. Let's do this. One. Only one. Okay, well, it's a start. What could she do for us as far as introduction? Naval recruiter. We've hardly used their services, so we'll take that. They do have edicts, but we'll just go with it. What about permits? And one military rank. Okay, that's great for us. Now let's go see this other person. The gambler. After we get some spice. So what was the high value wager you wanted to discuss? It all sounds so good, looks so good at first blush. But you've got to read your opponent to make a good wager. What's more, you need to know yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? I need to know I can trust you, Captain. We'll have to raise our personal reputation to 20 with Aaron Razor before she will let us in on her wager. So, are they in a conflict conveniently? Oh, alliances and the solar war. Okay, we'll be doing some spying here. Got to. Oh, yeah. We are looking for our 30 dick. Oh, yes, we are. Got to have at least a leading three with as many people as we can. What else do we got going on here? Ah, just a colony ruins thing. That's not even a tight expiration date. I think we got the time to do this. We probably don't have the time to get sick, though. There we go. 5 rep of Michael New. Ah, yes, the bounty hunters that can't be bribed. That's what our fake signatures for from our smuggling department. And we're just going to take a chance on offending Maklanu because our positive relationship with Steel Song is so new. We need positive in our life. And they're what, over 100 positive? We need positive in our Steel Song life. They need to feel we're part of the choir, singing and living their values. Whether or not we are, because we do some spying in their space, it's a, maybe we're for the values of what we want in life. Edicts! So it's easy to transport goods. Yes. Call us easy shipping. Whatever. I may even rename the ship that once we get our eating situation with Steel Song straight. Yeah. All right, here. I don't want my crew hurt, but I don't want to waste time, so we'll go with this one. We got 10 Makume rep and lost one for acknowledging a bounty hunter. We're doing all right. 10 for our spying, lost one for acknowledging the Steel Song bounty hunter. We're doing all right by those guys and dolls. Dames and dudes. That sort of thing. A pirate trap. You don't say. What do we want to do here? Oh, we're going to have to do what we're going to have to do. We're going to get Steel Song intel, but from a pirate. Maybe this will make it a quick requisition of edicts. Now we got to up our defenses. Okay. Oh, and we're hitting them in the void engine already. Not very well, mind you, but we're there. With their engine being at only 95% efficiency now. We're there already. We aim to please ourselves, but we still aim to please. We aim to please our citizens. All right. We're going to go in one more here and party on, because then we get to start boarding. And the sooner we can board, it'll probably be a lot more likely we'll board before we'll knock out their void engine, and we'll get that sweet, sweet data. That's what we're hoping for. The sweet, sweet data. Let's just shoot our way through that swordsman. Oh, our bodyguard isn't there yet, but she's like level 12 doctor, so she's gonna. I think she'll make level 15. Don't know if that may not happen before we get our last edict here, though. But before this run is over, but she could. Or I may continue this run off camera, never to be seen again. But this run, anyway, this captain. Okay, so we crippled out some weapons. Let's take care of the officer cabin. And I want to increase the accuracy and my critical thing here. Take a chance on getting hit, but get in there so we can start doing our spy. Maybe not that easy. Let's work our way back so we can do some morale damage. I forgot to go forward. Sheesh. Luckily I didn't lose any distance, but dang. Only their ship's getting more damage, so our defense is gaining, which is great. 142. Okay, so we can fire these guns one more time and not destroy this ship. Ah, and they've been trying to repair their engine. They got it at 97%. I'm sure they got a bunch of other things wrong in their ship, but they're trying to fix the engine. Ah, too bad they're on the wrong side. Now let's give them some more negative range change and party on. Is that enough damage? Maybe. Let's give it a shot. Guess that was enough after all. Got rid of the sniper. Now it's time to get rid of the sword. And now it's time for a little double shot action. There you go. Now let's see what we can do about that intel situation. Demolition Joy, and now we're going to do all three of our let's steal some intel from this ship sort of thing. And there you have it. 18 intel might help us get that edict. Thank you for your help, Mr. Pirate. We did this before to get intel with Kadar. So you're the second people of us to do this routine. Get our intel from pirates, smugglers, you name it. All in pursuit of edicts to be better sort of law enforcement sort of people, and mostly to be better shippers. That's the plan. To have no problem shipping, but we're not going to have too many people looking for our goods. 240, 220, and 140. Okay. So we got one more gun. Last time we could fire our gun. Do we have a boarding talent? Yes. Demoralized crew surrenders. Okay, no problem. We will take the fuel. We will take the cargo. Take the medical treatment, of course. And that's it. We didn't lose any paperwork. So, we're just going to leave. Now we'll head back planet side and see if we got our legendary, but also almost mythical edict. More intel. Okay, who are they? I think it's an alliance with Ultimacy. Yep, not a problem. We are just in need of an edict. Oh, yes, we are. We're going to have to sell her everything we got in intel, not a problem. Or at least a good deal of it. Okay, edict level 2, and now she needs effective level 49 to sell us edict level 3. Which I can do, which we can work with. But we're also getting trade permit 3. And we're going to get ourselves. Nope, just going to have to stick with that. All right, let's go. We're getting a start that way. Okay, so now she's up to 26. There we go. One military rank to go. And more spying to do. Don't want my people sick. It takes time for them to get well. At least they do it planet side. Got to keep the hustle on. Oh, yes, I do. All right, bear with me there. Allergies, just a little tired there for a second. Okay, components. No, we want crew. All right, little payday. Now we don't need to go negative steel song, so we will just do our thing here. And besides, we've had so few opportunities to go positive with their bounty hunters. And there we go, making up 5+ with the Mockingjay, making up for the one we just lost for Helen the Bounty Hunter. I'm good with that. And who's this? Indie Pirate. Yeah, but a carrier and a big carrier. They may have some, it would just be difficult to beat them. I'm not doing it. What do we got that they're going to try to steal? Our medicines? Nah, skip off the void. You don't get that, even if it didn't cost us anything. Or it cost us something a long time ago, and we made the money back many times over. That's not the point. There we go. More intel. Oh, here we go. I need the beds, because there's still six planets around, but I don't need the Cambridite. Last for people to try to steal from us. $32. Ooh, effective rep 49. This could be a challenge. Let's see. It all depends on where her personal rep uh, just goes to, and I don't know. They got a solar war going on with Maklanu. If we capture a ship in the solar war, that would solve our steel song relation problems. Even if it was plus 25 rep, would get us to that third edict, and we probably wouldn't lose an edict with Maklanu. Well, we can check the politics of all that speculation. And sing the politicians on our DJs. Oh yeah, we don't have a level 4 trade permit, so we wouldn't lose any paperwork. Well, let's go see what orbits and wars and the whole 9 yards can get us. Well, let's try to stick with the spy. It might be quicker than War Patrol. And that way we can sing things like, I've got 3 passports, couple of visas, don't even know my real name. Things like that. Or I've changed my hairstyle so many times now, I don't know what I look like. Or Live and Let Die, or pick your spy song, or make one up. Or make up a song out of a passage from a Simon Templar book. A criminal who became a good guy, somehow people got in the habit of calling him the saint. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. That's comparable to what we're doing here. Nope, still can't get that third edict. Let's see what else we get. We can get military rank, okay. And now with more intel to sell. Oh, her intel, her rep only maxes out at 30. So yes, we got to go on war patrol now if we're hoping to get any better. Let's go look for Mark Lumney, outlaws, soldiers, whatever. Hostiles. Switching the conflict around, baby. Indie smuggler. Well, unfortunately, I'm just gonna let him go because I've got all these meds and my hull is almost full. Oh well, I got the money. Don't matter. Enemy military. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alec Guinness, eat your heart out. Playing both a spy and a soldier in the war. He did that soldier, tinker, soldier, sailor, spy, or something. Alec Guinness movie back in the day before he did Star Wars. Very good movie. I've seen parts of it. Sort of like he plays an agent spy, sort of like Pierce Brosnan did in The Tailor of Panama, but it's a lot different. It doesn't have to do with Panama. Not that the Van Halen song Panama had much to do with the country of Panama, if anything. Let's see if we can't get another ship. We flip that car. Merchant. Not really interested. Let's boogaloo. I swear, I get up to 97. I'm just going to go back on the surface to see what the prince thinks of us now. We'll tell us those edicts. It's like, I tried to patrol and participate in your war. I couldn't find any bad guys. But if you want to say how swell I am and sell me an edict, please do so. Just don't call me a pool player if you say I'm swell. We can't mix that word with pool. That would be trouble. In River City, we did that. What are they going to think? A palace is a pool hall? Can't have that, man. That was just like groove and funk and disco. And we wouldn't be in Funky Town. There we go, replacing some fuel. Enemy military again, looks familiar. Two enemy military. We may have hit payday. Indie pirate. It's an indie pirate. And if we don't beat them, retreat should be fairly easy. And we don't get much out of it besides a good battle station to drill, but I'll take it. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, there we go. A little shields, a little retreat, a little gunfire. We won by accident? Okay. Loot cargo. Honestly, I'd rather do the legal goods or the highly legal goods as opposed to level 5 legality. And that's that. Somebody on our ship was slightly sick. They got medical care. Good. And to tell you the truth, we need to go to the surface and sell what we can. And start giving intel to Erin here to get her trust up. And maybe start buying. No, we got to get that. We can't buy weaponry yet. Well, we would need higher effective rep. Effective rep 49. So nope. She can't sell us that edict yet. What about a military rank? Yes, she can. And as far as our friend Razor here, let's go do some black market to sell off the crystals. We're keeping the drugs, but selling the crystals. Yes, we are. Okay, so now it's back to patrol. All right, we haven't reached the 90s yet. In rep with steel songs, there's no need to rush to head to the surface. All right. Oh, bounty hunter. Yeah, let's get some positive going with that. All right, let's not waste any time. Hopefully not. And taking care of using up all our patrol skills, card skills, abilities, whatever you want to call it. Patrol. Just a little more steel song rep. And we'll be at the surface checking stuff out again. This time we're being almost mostly lawful to get this last edict. What's up with that? Another contact. Steel Song person living in Breens Belt there again. Let's just see what we can get into. Bounty hunter. All right, one more patrol so we can get that uncovered contact. Didn't happen. Let's go to the surface to see what's going on the politics side. They sell us that third edict. Not yet. Oh, but she can take more spy data. She's only got 27 personal rep. Well, let's go do what we do best then. More spying. Don't know why that went down. Could have been something we did. I don't know. Really don't know. Maybe I just lost track. of things, like buying that military rank or something. I need to spy, baby. What can we do? Another Steel Song contacted the Dixie Circle. That was information about. Great. There we go. All right, she got personal rep. She's got high enough rep with us. And there you have it. We have our third edict. So we now have at least edict 3 with everybody, which means it doesn't matter which faction we meet. They're soldiers, they're bounty hunters, they're zealots, and they're spies. Once they see our edict, will not inspect our cargo. We are now officially into easy shipping. And I'm going to rename the ship Easy Shipping. And I'll do that before we leave here. So, pay our crew. Take a look at. Okay, Elsa doesn't get her promotion yet. That will be in the non-camera part of this run. But yes, we are now naming our ship. We've had 2 ships, but this one ship has had 3 names. Shady Lady, now it'll be Easy Shipping. Not Colonial Movers, Easy Shipping. And let's go with Easy Movers. Uh, Off of Colonial Movers from Battlestar Galactica. We'll do that. I want a better name. Easy. Nobody's going to know what Pez is centuries from now, I don't think. So we'll just go with Pez as in Pez Dispenser. Easy Pez. So there's our third name, Easy Pez, our final name for our ship this run. And we now can ship goods. All we got to worry about is outrunning pirates and outrunning Xenos. We are good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this crazy run and these crazy videos. I've enjoyed making them. I'm going to save file here. Year is 254.42 AE. After the humans exited one part of space, exodus from one part into another. Our 254.42 on their calendar. Took us 44 years, 38 weeks to get to the point where we can pretty much ship wherever we want. I know we didn't go for the Templars because God knows how much. A, there just aren't that many Templar contacts. Right now, there's none. B, they tend to get assassinated very easily. I'm assuming by their own side. So it's Yeah, if they'd wanted to in this run come out with a contact that could have got us edicts, I'd have been more than happy to do it. But they never came out of hiding for that. So, but we have all of the houses and all of the factions. We've got at least Edict 3, so we can ship wherever we want, do whatever we want. We're good to go. Well, as long as we don't tick anybody off, that we don't have a like less than 100 rep and we start participating in wars against them or something. But yeah, as long as we're fairly diplomatic, we're good to go wherever we want to go on this map, shipping whatever we want to ship. And that was the goal. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Uh, have a great day. Bye.